I'm right outside the room where Pam Bondi, the former Attorney General, was interviewed by House lawmakers who are investigating how the government has handled the Jeffrey Epstein case files. So when Bondi arrived, it was a really chaotic scene in the hallways up here. She was trying to avoid interacting with reporters, as well as several survivors of Epstein's abuse who came up here to confront how she had handled the release of the case files. The interview was behind closed doors, and eventually the committee will release a transcript. Bondi really defended how she has overseen the Department of Justice and how it released the case files, but she also said that Todd Blanche, who was her deputy and is now the acting Attorney General, really was directly responsible for that whole process. Blanche is also President Donald Trump's former personal attorney. Bondi also refused to answer any questions about Trump and his involvement in the release of case files. That's according to Democratic lawmakers who came out and spoke to reporters during a break in the interview. So the chair of the committee, Republican Representative James Comer, was here as well, and he said that he wants to see the Department of Justice release all of the files that it's mandated to under the law. And he also had an interaction with the survivors of Epstein's abuse who asked him to really press Bondi and other officials to get justice and accountability for them. He said he was continuing to work on that, but at the same time, Democrats really have been criticizing how he has overseen this process and said that he is allowing Bondi and other officials not to have to answer questions because he's agreed to have voluntary interviews with them rather than forced depositions where they're put under oath and they have to provide an answer.